So I found a better menu to figure out exactly what my available combos are. When you highlight Sprite Knights themselves, they tell you that they have powers, and that they have combos, and they're part of a combo, but they don't tell you what the actual rest of the combo is to put the rest together. But now I have an actual menu here in the Chronicle under combos. So I can heal the entire party of all health and status ailments by mixing Aura with Prayer, for example. Cyclone and Charge is X-Strike like we always knew. Blow Beat is Shock and Provoke like we knew. Fire Cleave is Cleave and Fire. And then Phantasm Break is Dream Shatterer and Aerial Strike. Also skills that are equipped currently, so... The one thing I need... Let's see, I think Shock's already equipped. Yeah, we've been doing Blow Beat. Fire Cleave, yeah, Cleave's already equipped, and Fire 2 is already equipped. So if I want to do all of the options here, I want to equip Aura, and also just put Ender and Kier into a party together to actually be able to do Fire Cleave in the first place, because I don't think they've been spending time together so far. Let's go ahead and try to equip Aura without removing any of the other ones, because I'd like to be able to maximize how many combos I use, and I guess I have an open slot. How'd that happen? There's Aura. It's also used for Evanescent Flash and Ephemeral Parade. Whoa. Those are names for things, huh? Those are crazy-ass names. Okay, so... Yep, Cyclone, Cleave, Shock, and Aura. So I have 4 commands, all equipped, that are all used for the 4 different combos that Ender can be used in, making him a pretty strong main character to have as your lead character and stay in the party all the time if you can combo with almost everyone currently. And as we learn more skills, hopefully more opportunities will arise. So let's take a look around town and explore a bit. Try to figure out their secrets here. My memories are all hazy. Not a nice feeling at all, I can tell you that. Because these are the people who have mysteriously lost their memories, and it's kind of a problem because the cave that they seem to have once known about is probably where we need to go next. On our journey to the Last Lands. No, I don't know anything about Bridging Heights. I've got my own problems to worry about, so I'd really appreciate it if you just left me alone. Oh, he doesn't like people being around. Did I talk to you already? I think I did, right? I can go to Bridging Heights. That's a tough one. There's a cave to the north of town, but that just leads to a dead end. What if that cave isn't a dead end? What if it's just a fake dead end? We've already encountered fake walls before. Weapon tallies. Those sure seem like a series of upgrades for some characters, and I can't afford any of them. We need to visit the person that actually will buy our crap first. Are you inside here? Yeah, you are. There you are. There's a cave not far from here, but it's a dead end. Doesn't lead anywhere at all. If you think I'm lying, I'd be more than happy to put a bet on it. Alright. You are not there you are, Otherhood. It happens. Alright. Burn through my white items. I'm still running with the assumption that's the right thing to do, is just sell everything that's white and keep the green items around for potential new recipes. And see how that... Whoa! It keeps going. It just kept going. I guess we had an extended run of dungeons, but... Whoa. It's never taken that long to sell everything before. You must have all sorts of Sprite Knight available to me now. Revival counter. Activates a revival counter in battle. If attacked while hit points are less than 20%, triggering momentum mode will counter attack with an available combo. Wait, what? What does that have to do with revival? Trigger a momentum. I think you trigger the momentum while you're being attacked? Like, not during your attack, but during the attack itself? While you're low in health, and you counterattack with a combo. But even then, I'm not sure what makes it revival or ish. I'll buy one just for the sake of it. I thought I said Doge Flower for a second there. I genuinely thought that. Berserker. Activates Berserker in battle during combat. There's a low chance the bearer will trigger it, boosting strength and intelligence. So it's a chance of going into crazy murder mode, basically. I'll at least grab one of those. Perpetual Fortitude. Activates Perpetual Fortitude. Alters laws of the universe. They say that a lot. They say that a little too much at this point. Increasing the powers of actions according to how low SP is. So just constantly attacking without ever letting SP build up will lead to increase of power of actions. Weird. When I think of Fortitude, I think of defensive stat, not offensive stat. Eternal Recurrence. There are a lot. Oh man, look how tiny that scroll bar is. The number of sprite knights in this game is actually slightly absurd, isn't it? We're not that far. I don't think we're even that far. We're like maybe halfway through. Is it how? I'm a little afraid of how big this list might get. Activates eternal recurrence in battle. When texts of the same element are used in a row, a counter rises and actions increase in power based on it. So if you are keeping to like one element, you just keep getting more powerful. I wonder what counts as element. Does normal damage count as an element? I guess time might count as an element. Maybe giving eternal recurrence to my time-based character could lead to her getting more and more powerful over the course of a fight. I'm gonna generally try to buy new things just to keep them available as options later. Avenger. Transforms enemy attacks into destructive power, returning damage to enemies when damage is received. That's not a terrible stat. That's not a terrible idea for a tank character, for example. Cloak. Uses magical energy to regulate the animosity of foes, making enemies less likely to attack the bearer. Ooh. And it's a support, so it's automatically happening. Put that on your healer and make her a little safer, for example. Activates resonance in battle, stimulates the body's magical energy, increasing the power of combos. Huh. Put that on the main character, who currently can combo with everyone like crazy. Activates freeze shield in battle, protection against freeze. Don't know how deep I want to go into some of the elements in this game. I'm really bad about never equipping elemental resistances in any game. I just know that about myself. So I'm gonna not immediately spend currency on that stuff that I know of a decent chance of never equipping, just because it's me. Raises momentum power to its limits, increasing SP accumulated when receiving damage. Ooh, another fun thing to put on your tank. Reduce their incoming damage, give them counterattack damage, give them SP based on taking damage, and make him just the provoke monster. Those could be fun. We're gonna need a lot of support ranks though to be able to equip these things. Destined Cycle? Raises the momentum power to its limits, increasing SP accumulated when ATB gauge is full. So that's just how SP is normally accumulated. Well, it's the two ways it's accumulated. It's accumulated by taking damage or by having a full meter. So this just makes the way that it increases the way I usually am trying to increase it happen faster. Rising Spirit. Heightens senses to allow the bearer to read enemy movements, boosting accuracy rate. This list is huge, and I'm just looking at the ones that I can actually get. Ice, ooh. Oh, it's only usable by Julian. Right, they've mentioned the idea that each spellcaster can only use one element themselves, so we have a fire spellcaster, a time spellcaster, and they're the ice spellcaster. Although they talked about two elements, I wonder if they've maintained the two elements or not. But these are two spells that Julian could equip. Let's grab those, because she doesn't have crap on her character. Bio, so he can use Bio and Fire. Don't think I have one of these yet. Causes magical damage to all enemies near the target and reduces their attack. Ooh. Awaken. Regen, also used by Kier. Casts Restore on all allies near the target. HP is recovered automatically. So he has a heal over time he can learn. This list is huge. Drain. Deal damage and restore. Use it to heal yourself. There's your warlock moment. My list is going to be huge. Cast diffusing magical energy on the selected item, causing it to affect all allies instead of just one. That gives you the ability to we talked about this before. It gives you the ability to make one item be usable on everybody at once, basically. A little bit of an efficiency increase. Could be really useful if I need to use Athenian water to revive multiple people, and if we're in the super specific condition where somehow Kier's the only one left standing, he could revive both people at once, I think, which would be cool. Already have counter. Double back. The user assumes a stance, and upon receiving a magical attack, will return it with increased damage. It's not a terrible idea if you already used his provoke, and then has all these passives that make him benefit from being attacked. Then going into a counterattack mode could really be useful, actually. Oh my goodness, they keep going. Stop. Eterna, we have that one already. Oblivion. Physical damage that ignores defense on Eterna. I guess we have a 6-person party, so there's a lot of possible skills to sort through also. Flawless Blow. As long as we own it already, I'll pass it up for now. I think we might be running out soon. Cheer. That's, combos can be used even when only one character's ready. Slightly iffy on the fact that it has to be used as a command. That's the kind of thing I'd be more interested in if it was a passive. Still waiting for haste. Let's see. Majin. Life. I don't have you yet. Revives all allies near the target. Also recovers hit points, even if the ally is not knocked out. Oh, not bad. Interesting that it's used by Ender and not by the healer. Alright, I'll grab it. I don't know if I'll have a spot for it after everything else, though. Blade Wave fires an energy blade that causes physical damage to all enemies in a line in front of the user. That just sounds badass when it's called Blade Wave. We did it! We made it to the whole list, guys! Sorry if it bothers anyone or they get bored or whatever, but other people will also definitely get mad if I skip over this kind of stuff, because this is definitely part of the game. Let's see if my combo list got... Oh my god! It's so big now. It's just gonna get longer. At some point, I'm just gonna be equipping whatever skills I want to use on certain characters, and we'll just happen upon combos on accident, I think, because there'll be so many skills that they just trigger combos. So now Wall and then Frost will cause Frost Wall, although I don't know if I want to equip Wall that much, really, but that's a new option. Astral Bloom, Oblivion, and Jump. A beautifully performed jump attack combo that inflicts multiple hits. Each hit causes a damage of a different element. And when used in momentum mode, this combo also causes additional damage with a high critical rate to a single enemy. Just need Oblivion on our Time caster, and then Jump on our Ice caster. Antipode Blast, just fire and ice. Opposing powers of fire and water. Boom. Sanctity, Oblivion, and Counter create Last Letter, a 3-part combo. Creates a Z-shaped trail that causes damage to foes, can sometimes inflict death. Oh my god, it just sounds brutal. Just gotta use all the original cast minus Ender. Or the 3 earliest other characters, basically. Sanctity, Oblivion, and Counter, 3 skills that I have not even equipped on any of those characters yet, because I just got them. When used in momentum mode, this combo can also cause additional special damage to a single enemy. So it could be a good boss killer, actually. If it may inflict, well, death probably doesn't work on bosses, but the special damage to a single enemy sounds good. Big Crunch in Chrono, Double Back, and Bio generates a gravitational force that distorts space itself. Can sometimes inflict sap, paralysis, and stop. When used in momentum mode, this combo will also cause additional special damage to a single enemy. Alright, there's a lot going on here. I'll try to set up Last Letter. We're probably gonna have a jump cut here because I'm gonna have some slow management of people's Sprite Nights, but we'll cover what the result is when I'm done. Alright, let's try to make sense of these changes. So, Ender has Cyclone, Cleave, Shock, and Aura for the 4 different combos that he can be helpful in. Physical Pride to help with his attack power, Resonance to help with his combo power, because that's for all the combos I'm trying to facilitate there. Setsuna is pretty straightforward, just a whole bunch of buffs, basically, all of her heals and all of her basic spells, now just with the additional... I mean, even Sanctity wasn't even necessarily new, yeah. Main change here is we have Cloak here to help avoid her getting attacked, basically, but also she's prepped for combos. We've got Stop and Oblivion on Eterna for combos. And I have her being speed-based with her status effects, and with her supports, so she has one thing that makes her ATB fill faster, and then another thing that makes her... This makes her ATB faster, this one makes her SP go faster once her ATB's full, so basically both of her meters are just constantly going to be going faster compared to the other members of the party. Meanwhile, we're setting up Niter as a tank, so he's got his Provoke, but then he can follow up with a counter. On top of that, he has Avenger for returning damage when he does get attacked. And he has Double Back, where he can do, which is basically counter, but if he's expecting a magic attack. But it's also used in the 3-part combo Big Crunch that we're going to want to try to see. Let's see. And a few other effects like that. I am SP is accumulated when receiving damage. Other useful things. Kier just has his fire spells, basically. But he has something where if he's healthy, he does more damage. And not really a lot else, honestly. He actually doesn't have a ton of slots right now. Julian now has their actual elemental attacks. They have Ice. Set them up with Berserker and Ultimate Truth for increased chance of critting and increased chance of And a chance of having a boost of strength and intelligence, which is also in a weird sort of way, almost like a crit, in that it's a momentary increase in stats to affect their damage on that has a random chance of applying. And we'll see how some of this stuff goes. So the first one I want to test out in my next fight is going to be the Big Crunch, which requires Fire 2. I'm sorry. Big Crunch requires, and Chrono, yeah, so it's Eterna, Niter, Setsuna. So let's set up that scenario. There we go. Alright, next fight, we'll give that move a shot. Lots of menus. Alright, I'm running around as Eterna now. Yay! That's a first, actually. That darn brother of mine spends all day making bets and gambling. Why won't he get a job? Oh, how I hate him. Thanks for telling me, random person. You can trust me with these facts. So I can get tomato juice and whatnot for experience bonuses. Or maybe not right away, should probably get our weapons first. The apothecary. How am I doing on... Let's see, before anything else, let's go for the weapons, then we'll check in on how many revival potions and tents I want, for example. Alright. Desperately wish you could sort items on this menu, by the way. You can strengthen a weapon to roughly 1/2 of its maximum stats, which is interesting but vague in concept. And we keep changing weapons, so I'm not really entirely sure yet when the right time is to use these buffs. I feel like we walk to the next town and immediately change my weapons again, so I don't know if it's necessarily worth it to change stuff out. We'll see. Either way, I wish I could sort these items by type, because I have to look at their little tiny icons to try to figure out which ones are which. So Avalanche is a 95 for Julian, for example, which may be the best. It looks like the best lance around. We'll go ahead and grab that. There we go. Looking for our chakrams. That's a 73. Yep, that's going to be our next upgrade. It does look like the bottom's probably the best items to go for. So this is the one with the big hilt for Ender, 97. Next big hilt is way up here, so it's probably, yeah, 50. Okay. So it's probably just safe to buy the stuff near the bottom, but let's just be careful about it. The staff is 61. I don't even see another staff on it. There isn't another staff on this menu. Okay. Vitality Blade. That's a large sword. There's a guy in great sword there. Definitely this is better. Black Cross is our dagger. And the other one up here is Snowflower. I wonder if I just skipped buying weapons in like one town as I was navigating around or something. Here we go. So people, I've been apparently going a little too fast with some of these items. It's a light sword forged using now long-lost methods. Now, not only is its fearsomely keen blade beautiful in form, it also boosts peerless physical attack power. So peerless that I'm going to replace it in the next town. Yeah, I gotta admit that I don't put a lot of weight into some of these item designs, because like, oh wow, that one's a crazy lightsaber, that one's a magic scimitar, that one's a purple lotus thingy, and everything's like, there's all these designs, and they all have a story that makes them sound amazing, but you just buy them at a store in the next town over and over again, which kind of nullifies the weight of any importance that they're supposed to have to an extent. It's allowing its bearer to begin battle with a full ATB gauge. Whoa, that's nice. None of them did that before. Maybe that's an item that's worth figuring out how to upgrade with that other upgrade item instead of trying to swap out from town to town, because that's a really cool effect if it does exactly what I think it does. Let's see. Very high magical attack power coming from this guy. Is it that high? It looks like magic attack went up by 11 from the last weapon, and so did physical attack power. Doesn't seem like it's really that's especially magical, to be honest. Boost he uses maximum hit points. Does that happen before? Nope. Vitality Blade. It looks like a monster tooth. But yeah, I don't necessarily dwell on the lore of these items just because it's hard to apply importance to them when I'm just buying them from the same vendor in every town, and it's the same guy. It's like Nurse Joy is giving you the Necronomicon of Super Joy, and you gotta know its deep, rich history so that you can then throw it in the garbage in the next town. Increases the resistance against such damage for water attacks. Oh, we have multiple increased hit point items here. Got distracted by the little blue dot there. We have a very large list of weapons already for Ender. I gotta say that this is the first example of that right here, is that it kind of broke my... how much I cared about the weapons a little bit when the first one was like part of a ritual of like how you become a member of the masked tribe, and it's so important to him. We threw it away immediately. And we've just moved on from there, and we have like 12 weapons, and it's just... it's a little silly at that point. Alright, let's head on up here. They got dragged this way before, right? We'll just check every house. Might as well. My father sometimes talks about how he used to climb Frigid Heights. He says he used to go through a cave to get here. Strange. There's no cave like that around here. This is my first time that such a fierce blizzard has continued for so long. I just hope it isn't some sign of terrible things to come. Oh, it's an old man. I didn't even see him. He looked like furniture because he was sitting so still. You want to get across Frigid Heights? That's a tricky one. There are the Phrygian caves to the north of town, but they just lead to a dead end. Go and have a look yourself, you'll see what I mean. They don't lead to a dead end. I'm sure they don't. It's gotta be a cave that goes somewhere. There's just gotta be a secret. You gotta say open sesame at the end, then you got it open. It's all open. You did it. Congratulations. You opened the magical door. Guess what? My pop taught me how to use an axe, but he says I can't use it when there isn't a grown-up around because it's too dangerous. Look at that. It's a responsible adult teaching their child responsible things, which they will then ignore because that's what children do, and then you have a dead child. 4 heals, nice. Or revives, I mean. My dream is to become a healer and help people, but because there's no way to get to Frigid Heights, I've never even been gathering herbs before. Also, you just stole my entire supply of healing items, so there's that too, I guess. Hey, listen! Listen, Link! Hey, listen! If you ever get sick, you should go and see the old lady in the house at the top of the hill. Her medicine tastes awful, but it really works. I feel like she's gotta be the one that's gotta be suppressing everyone's memories. Is there an item hiding up here? Nope. Yeah, might as well check the top of the hill and find out about this old lady. That's gotta be the key behind all this. Oh. Nothing there. Quite a hill indeed. Hello, old lady. You people. Are you... No, nothing. Okay. Anticlimactic. I thought we were gonna have a conversation or a showdown, or we could press her for a reveal. Her house is completely packed with plants. It feels like something's going on here. I think I have to personally go to the cave myself in order to proceed. And maybe she'll ambush me there, or reveal something after I go there. Or turn out to be 17 monsters and dressed up as an old lady. That'd be interesting. They're all stacked up in a trench coat, basically. Let's see, what can I afford? The apothecary. Oh, we can afford all sorts. Okay. Just gonna go ahead and buy a bunch of tents. And, antidotes are not a bad thing. Though it's kind of nice just to have the Panacea for ease of use. Yay. What do we have here? Athenian. That's where you're keeping it. We got a good old supply of revives now. And we still got 3,000 gold left. Nice. That's enough to buy one of these. Let's compare stats here. Boost experience, number of drops, maximum hit points. Boost experience, number of drops. And time elemental resistance. Huh. Honestly, I think I'd go for the hit points, and it's cheaper. Can't afford 2. Probably because I was a little too spendy, but it's fine. I'm trying to be, just go hard into just spending all my money on revives and items and stuff, and just accept it and use them, because I have a tendency to hoard money in some of these games, and I'm trying to break that habit right now. There we go. So we'll see how it goes. I think I like the boosted hit points a lot more for a boss fight scenario than time resistance, because who knows if the boss has anything to do with time. Back when I was a boy, there was never this many monsters, and I often used to go up the mountain. I know I used to get through the cave, but I can't remember where it was for the life of me. Let's go find the cave. We'll use our time powers of time. Or maybe one of our sweet new combos. Let's go pick an old save. There we go. There's almost certainly got to be an item over there, right? Yeah, there's the cave. Is there an item down here? No! How could you do this to me? Alright. We'll check out this cave over here, but I feel like we're gonna end up going up and past it in some direction first. So maybe somewhere over that on the left is gonna be the secret. Wait, can I go down here? Oh. Interesting. Alright. Spill your secrets, weird fridging caves. Show us your dead end. We want, give us a monster to combo. Well, there is one. What the hell's that? What is that, an owl bear? What are you? I don't... Well, yeah, look at that. So, in this case, Setsuna just started the fight completely filled. So, last letter is the new skill we just learned. Causes special damage, null for 4 hits to all enemies near the target. Also can inflict death, sanctity, oblivion, counter. It's an uppa. Jeez. Screw him, right? Jeez. It's a hell of a damage attack. Alright, let's check what the other one was then, and we'll try that one next. I don't want I can't necessarily seek out every single skill here because there's so many, but I'll at least try the trios. Those seem interesting. So next we want to swap Setsuna for Kier. There we go. Come and get us. No? Thought we were walking in on something. Hello? They've got, like, shells for guts? Huh. Horns are one thing, and maybe some spiky, like limb corners or something, like elbows and stuff like that, but it's hard to accept that he has, like, a gut made of shell. How does it even expand outward with his fatness in the first place? I haven't even used Oblivion yet, have I? Bending space itself. But is that our combo? No, that's Phantasm Break. That's a different combo. Big Crunch. And we can do SP on this one. Whoa! That one is alarming. That's... We killed the screen and the graphics. Combo power bonus for Chrono. Sure. That sounds like good news to me. Fantastic. Oh. Spoiled pastry. Is this a dead end? Nope, we're getting close to a wall over here, though. Of course I just want to do it again now. Big Crunch. That is silly and I love it. That is so silly. It's so comically powerful. It's like, what if we just like imploded the game and then there was no more people in it? Alright, let's try the other characters. There's got to be a combo between not these 3 people, but someone. Oh, just heal? No, nothing else? That's a bummer. They don't have the MP for anything else though, unfortunately. Alright. We'll just play regularly for a bit because we're out of energy. Because while it's fun to use as attacks, they completely run out of all stock of equipment. And the only way to recover would be to use something like Prayer to recover MP, for example. But you have no way of knowing if you'll ever be able to do that. Let's see. I just got a weapon, but it's had high magical attack power, and immediately got a weapon with even more magic. It just, boom, jumping right past that number right away. A dagger forged from the ore, able to steal away a magical energy. It suppresses its user's magical energy, but boasts high magical defense power. How does it suppress magical energy? It seems to have a high magical attack value, like of the highest I've ever seen, but I'm supposed to think that it's a defensive item and not an offensive item? If it suppresses my magical energy in some other way besides my stats, it should probably explain that, because it seems to just have a higher magical attack. It seems pretty good to me. Oh well. Feel a little silly for having just bought one, but you never know. We've had a handful of items come out of our inventories that way, but we've had a few weapon upgrades show up that way, but they've never been substantial so far. So the heal is Aura and Prayer. Recovers hit points of all allies and heals all status ailments. Yay! Not super applicable in this situation though. We're gonna want to just go fight things for a while. Yeah. Let's go for a cleave. It feels so weirdly slow to do a normal fight again. We haven't used ice yet. There we go. That moment when you're using stuff like ice for the first time because you've never bothered to do normal attacks yet. That's kind of funny. We did all these super attacks that I haven't tested out any of the basic ones that I just picked up either. We're gonna have a lot of items to sell when we get back to town. Already. Hello, dead end. That's definitely not a dead end. Huh? Could this be it? Look, I think it is. Yeah, Kier, if it's an ice wall, just burn it down with your fire and we'll get right through. It's no big deal. This is the cave! It is, isn't it? You think the townspeople would really forget about somewhere so obvious? Wait a minute. It's only faint, but I can sense a magical energy coming from here. So what does that mean? Most likely, it means that a sealing spell has been cast here. I can sense it too. Does that mean someone's trying to keep this cave hidden? Probably the old lady. So this is it after all? I said it was, didn't I? The people in that town didn't seem like they were lying, though. Then the memories of everyone who knew this cave must have been erased, except perhaps the one who cast the spell, or anyone else who knew it had been cast. What? Maybe someone here is hiding something. Who do you think sealed it off, then? No one in the town seems suspicious. It's the old lady. Come on. No, there was that one person. The wrinkled old woman. Ender's right. She definitely knew something. What? The old lady? She wasn't very friendly, but she didn't seem like a bad person or anything. Well, we're not necessarily saying people are bad yet, just that they are hiding in a cave, something in a cave. She may well not be bad. But there is more to her than meets the eye. I too could sense that. Looks like we better try talking to her again. Fireball! I can't do that? Can't just fireball it? Oh. Alright, well, let's jog on back then. It just feels so natural to think like, yeah, we'll just hit it with a fireball and then we're all set. It's ice. I don't even care if it's a sealing spell. But alright, the old lady that was definitely immediately suspicious is totally behind everything, probably. We'll find out.